What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Money School podcast, where we talk about, you guessed it, money, but not specifically just money, how you can take back control of your money and how you can be your own bank. And speaking about being your own bank, my guest today is literally one that everybody wants to have on as a guest. So when we thought about bringing this guest on, it took a lot of work from my team, a lot of research, and literally boots on the ground to find him in his area. And we got him as a guest, and we're gonna dive into something really special today. Let's dive in. What's up, Bigfoot? Welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me on, and glad you saw my post, and hope you can help me out and answer this question for me.
I've been living in these woods for hundreds of years, and I think it's time I settle down and get myself a cabin. But the banks, they don't take me seriously.
Now, what you just said, I think I can help you out with that, but I gotta ask you a couple questions. What are the banks saying? Like, why aren't they taking you seriously? I'm taking you serious. Is it your credit, your income? I mean, something has got to be turning them off.
You know, I don't get it. I got plenty of income, but they say it's not verifiable. Most of it's from social media. I'm an influencer. Also, I kind of have a side hustle. Let's just say I've found some wallets and purses here and there.
Bigfoot. Number one, that's called stealing, and that's illegal. It's not a great look for you, and the banks aren't going to look at that very favorably. Number two, influencer income, that's unpredictable. I mean, so today you're hot, right? Tomorrow, someone else is. That's just how influencers work. And Bigfoot, have you seen the numbers behind Yeti? I don't mean to call that name out, but he's getting some traction, and eventually he could take over as number one. I'm just saying.
Man, I didn't even think about it that way. And I thought if people left stuff lying around, it was fair game. We do things differently out here.
And yeah, I've seen the Yeti around. He's getting big. Maybe we could partner up. But if the banks won't help me, what do I do?
Let me ask you a couple more questions, because I really want to solve your problem today. Have you been saving money?
Heck yeah. I got nothing to spend money on out here. I bury my money. Literally stash it.
Well, that at least sounds like you're applying one of the laws of wealth. Keep what you make. But you buried the cash. That's not verifiable. You need a system, man, a private banking system. So now let me get this straight. You set up Bigfoot's R Us, right? That's your entity. We could design a specially designed whole life owned by your company, and that's how you're going to take back the banking functions in your life. That way we won't need the banks. Who cares what they say? They don't get you anyway. I think you need your own private banking system.
There's no way that it's that easy.
I mean, I'm not kidding here. One question, though. Are you afraid of needles?
Wait, what? You mean they gotta poke me? Draw blood? I'm not cool with that.
Dude, you've been shot at. You've probably taken arrows. I mean, you've been around hundreds of years. The Indians probably took a couple shots at you. And I've seen you wrestling bears. This is just a little needle. The insurance company wants to make sure you're as healthy inside and not just this buff outside bod. All right, Bigfoot, here's the play. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of that buried money, that money you've been hiding, we're gonna dump it into a specially designed and engineered whole life insurance policy. That's gonna give you access to the cash immediately in the first 30 days. We're gonna use that to buy the cabin. That's assuming that you found yourself a cabin. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep funding those premium deposits for the next 10 years or maybe longer if you want, but that's, you gotta stay hot. And that's gonna build in some flexibility for you, because you know what? If Yeti steals the thunder, you're gonna need some flexibility in that.
Man, tax-free, guaranteed growth, and that death benefit thing? That's wild. Never thought about dying. I've been around forever.
So look, Bigfoot, this is the move, man. We're gonna set up your own private bank. We're gonna skip the traditional banks entirely. And then we're gonna get you that cabin you're looking at. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll add on some Airbnbs for some of your forest friends. I mean, all you got to do is keep your income clean, stay legit, and no more wallet hunting. That's illegal. And listen, I got to ask you another question. If you're not paying taxes, I know some CPAs. Happy to refer them. They'll fix up that problem. But we got to keep you on the straight and narrow track here.
Chris, thank you. This is a total game changer. I'm going to hit your team up. I'm ready to start. And man, those short-term rentals, my boys are going to love that. They're sick of sleeping on rocks.
I'd be sick of sleeping on rocks too, but Glad to help, Bigfoot. I know you only had a little bit of time, but we're going to hook you up with one of our mentors. We're going to get that policy designed and help you move. And then we're also going to help you implement it because I'm sure you're pretty busy. So let us do the hard work. We'll get this whole thing working. But thanks for joining me on the Money School podcast. And who knows, maybe next time, maybe the Yeti will join us and we can kind of do a role play on that. Because I'm sure Yeti's looking to get out of that forest and get into a cabin too. Maybe one of your Airbnbs. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode.
My bad. Well, that's one way to get your rear in gear.
These AI prompts just aren't working right. Wait, are we live? I've got to go.
Wait, you're still here? Really? Go outside, do some activities, have some fun, grab a skateboard. I mean, do something else. See you soon.